What's up, my people? It's your boy GNL Zamba, Mr. Content Chapa Kubuli Content.
For entertainment, simbi suya lupia zita. Ekintu kigwera mu kumbi ku bank statement. Naye bw'ompaayo just one moment like this. Just one moment like this. Nkulaga nti siri just great, but that you and I can be magnificent. So this is going to be my very, 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 very first live broadcast this year. And I wanted to begin the year on a tip of, actually a very positive tip. I want to begin this year on a tip of appreciating the simple things in life. Appreciating the simple things in life. Obuntu obutono. Betwandiise obutono ng'ate bwebisinga obunene. And I've just been having a chat like this with people on my YouTube channel. I was telling them about the things that I think, this being my very, very first live, I said that I want to kick off the year in a pace of gratitude. Gratitude. Tulimo theme ya counting blessings. If you haven't seen my latest song is called Blessings. And I began by appreciating all the things that I think are the most monumental in my life so far. The first one being alive, of course, being alive. Second one is being healthy. The third one, family. I'm grateful that I have sisters that I can call, parents, grandmothers, all these blessings. Some people don't even think it's a blessing, but it's a huge blessing. Because from having conversations with my grandmother or my grandmothers and people older than me, I get to learn and see my parents as children. These people are not like immortal gods. They are also people that were children learning to navigate life while they were parents. So I get the perspective of my dad as a boy, the perspective of my mom as a girl who had children when she was like very, very young. Those are blessings. Wisdom itself flowing from the natural stream. Those are blessings. Having friends who become family, as in real friends. Nowadays, it's no longer just in tea. That's not what we're all about nowadays. It's all about having many friends now. Right now, I think it's something which is coming with a little bit depth and retrospect. See, it's not about having many friends, it's about having the depth of the friendship. That you could have 3 friends, or even 2, or just even 1. But the depth that person brings to your life, I think that's the most important. Let's take it. The depth is the most important. The depth of the person and what they bring to the table or what they bring to your life. You could have 1,000 friends, never shallow. Then you could have 1 friend who is as deep as fuck. You get me? And that's really important. That's a very, very important blessing. Because when you have a good friend sees you, go messing up na gamba. I don't think this would have been the route to take. While if you're surrounded by 1,000 yes men, a good friend will be like, I see an opportunity here. I think you should do this. I think you should try this out. Or talk to so and so for such and such. That's the friendship. Those are the blessings that I count when my year is beginning. And I think you should also examine your life. Which is the clutter that I need to get rid of so that I can get to the quality of my friendships, of my relationships. So in beginning the year, like I said, thank God for life. Thank God for the health. Thank God for the friends that became family. Number 2. And number 4, I don't want to sound corny because everybody says this, but I need to thank the heavens for my fans. Thanking the heavens for my fans. It sounds corny, which is like kind of insincere. Because when you kind of like hear it from people, it's just like they're saying empty words, right? It's just like people saying empty words when they're saying, I need to thank you, my fans. For me, I think the relationship that I have with the people that have been a part of my musical artistic journey is more that inokuba itaba fan indabanga techiri fitting of them, because singa tugenda kuyiyayo ekigambo ekirala mu zamba land, which means nti oyo supporter wa G, okitegeera, like the G1000. Like there's something very different about the relationship, special relationship that I have with my fans. So I thank God for those people betugenda ofunira ekigambo ekipya bazambalanda oba bazambassadors, that from Soda Jinjale they have been a part of the journey of allowing me to express myself, of allowing me to be a part of the journey. Like, I don't know, sometimes I sit and I reflect and I'm like, what if Soda Jinjale hadn't become a hit? And man, what the fuck would I be doing right now? Let's figure. I think Soda Jinjale is hit. What would I be doing? Now, in some environmental management. So maybe nandi badde omukifonga ndi maybe solo oba, which is fine because I'm a lover of animals and forests and stuff like that. Necheka nandi badde ngeeyo nga ensiri zirina n'amannyo, okitegeera, ng'oli eyo ensiri zirina amannyo zikuluma. Okiraba guy wange. But thank God that I have fans and I have supporters and people who have been able to be a part of this journey that love and support what I do, and they understand it on a cellular level. Okitegeera, nze olusinzirawo nembeera ne baggayi bange ne baŋŋamba ne mbagamba lwanyumaza okukala akayimba kange kaakabi ne bagamba what? Gee, you don't even know your own music because guy wango such and such a song, the way you did this and this and this, Zanali in such and such a place when I first heard it, that it like it affected me in this such and such a way. But like they break down the lyrics, they break down how you deliver that, and they somehow tune you to your own genius. So the relationship that I have with my fans is really important, and I don't mean to be corny by making this the fourth. But I say it just to be grateful that they have allowed me a space to express myself and do what I love. I remember there was a time I'd convinced myself that I did not want to rap anymore. You get me? I didn't want to rap anymore. I just wanted to do something else. And then I think the heavens were trying to show me that it's inescapable to be a person who God gave purpose, and you're not using your talents the way they were intended. Actually, tuchitwalanga joke, but it's really, really serious. And I think the heavens were trying to show me that osaga no kusaga chali wange, because there were nights when I went to bed and I was trying to switch off my brain so that I could sleep, but just because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do, because normally I freestyle, I create, I write, but because I wasn't having that outlet anymore, my brain refused to switch itself off. So byebinebizibu nti abamu ne bw'okyogera bw'otyo tasobola kirelatinga to, but if I do not have a creative outlet, I would run crazy. Or there is no sleep for me. So it's that crazy for me. So I'd like to thank the people that allow me to do exactly what my purpose is in this lifetime, for allowing me to do exactly that. So this is my very, very first live. And I think I've mentioned 4 things that I'm really, really grateful for. I'm sure now and there, but there are so many things that you're grateful for. And I'd like us to encourage each other that this year, we start off this year. Nze buli mwaka ngutandika ku birthday yange. My birthday is on the 22nd. I celebrate it for a week. So mwaka gwange nze gutandika on the 22nd. I don't know whose year begins when. I really don't care. Nze ogwange never fans bange. Eva gutandika on the 22nd. We celebrate my birthday from the 22nd until the 29th because we celebrate it for a week. Caesar will be mine. But this year we're beginning to do things very, very different. And this year we're beginning with the attitude of gratitude. Nakayimba ketwasookerwako bakaita blessings. Just saying, you know what, Katonda wange webale. In this gospel of greatness, we cannot even attempt a grain of salt or a grain eya sand abeera ku beach bw'obeera nga toli grateful. So nagamba mwana Katonda webale onfudde taata. Like, thank you. So I wrote a song and I was like, this is nice. I'm glad that I'm becoming a dad when I have like the understanding, I have a few resources. I'm glad that this is the time that the heavens have chosen to bless me with a child. So I wrote the song Blessings. If you haven't checked it out, go to my YouTube and check it out. Never known. I'm here. I'm trying to cross the station. I will have constructing on this other end. So I about to be moving. Yeah, but I said, you know what? Let me thank God, because I'd never written a gospel song in my life. I was like, let me just take this moment to thank God for all the special things that He has done for me. You know, like things don't happen in a vacuum. Things don't happen in a vacuum. Things happen because there are energies at play that orchestrate where we land in life. And it's very arrogant, or we would be remiss to say that all these things happen out of our own power. Like, I willed it to life. There's a little bit of that, but when you see the percentage of what you will to life and what the heavens allow you to do, you get to realize that you do actually very little. You do actually very little. Never did nina katabo kensoma guy nagamba. It was a funny analogy, but he said you have very little to do with where you end up in life, about what your choices are. Not judging people for who they are. Yali agera kwa Al Capone nagamba singa naye bakuzaala oli mumpi nga naye bakuzaala olina obusungu bungi nnyo ngate ne bakuzaalidde oli mwavu nga tolina any way out. Wandibadde naawe the only way for you to get out of that predicament wandibadde gangster. Nagamba n'ogamba okay kale bwekyoba kyo kya acceptinga yagambye singa bazadde bo baali misota naawe wandibadde musota. You have no bearing or influence on who chooses to give birth to you, or what gate opens up for you to come through this portal to become a human being. You have no bearing over that. So with that recognition and with that sense, I recorded a song called Blessings. And I was thanking God. I was like, you know what? I've been to the strip clubs. I've lived reckless a little bit. I mean, a good amount of reckless. And I've been allowed to do all these things in my youth, you know. But then I was like, but because of God's grace, I'm able to have survived some of the things that I've survived simply because someone was looking out for me. right? And I know there are people who look out for you in your life now. Whether you recognize it or you don't recognize it, fena tulina tukuuma ekitegeera guy wange. So the song was written out of that, Bakaita Blessings. And this being my very first live, I will not be long-winded. I'm not going to try to be, I'm not going to stretch this out to be so long. It's not going to be longer than it's supposed to be. I just wanted to say that since this is my very, very first live, for all the residents of Zambaland, the Zambassadors, the people of the G1000 and the forest, Fena Fena, we are beginning this age of Aquarius, this very, very new age of Aquarius with something new. This time, we're beginning with the attitude of gratitude. And I want you to take a minute and reflect on the things that you're grateful for in your life. Whether you are where you think you should be or whether you think you are not, take a minute to just count 5 things. Take an exercise and even write those things down. Or be hanging it somewhere so that every time you complain about how bad life is, you remember that you at least have those things in your life. It's your boy, Mr. Content Chapa Kubuli Continent or Babone Forest Entertainment. Nsimbi tuye rupiya zitta. Ekintu kigwera mu buwumbi ku bank statement. Naye bw'ompaayo just one moment. Nkulaga nsiri just great, but that you and I can be magnificent. Be great. And remember that you're blessed. Peace and love. Nsi yaffe n'emirirwano. Mbagala nnyo. Take care of each other and lead with love. Peace.